Hi guys, welcome back to Mind on Drive. Thank you so much for joining my channel. And today we're going to talk about 5 things I learned when it was time to let go of someone. And it doesn't have to be a partnership, it could be a family member or a friend or someone that you're close to that maybe it's not good for you to have them in your life anymore. The first thing that I learned was to look back and look at their actions, because actions will always show you someone's true character despite their words. Their actions will show you how much they respect you, not only your time, but you as a person. And you need to watch for patterns. With certain people that I had in my life that I knew weren't good for me, I would literally set a time limit and I'd be like, okay, in 2 months, if they still act like this, then I'm going to make a change in my life. And then 2 months rolled around, they were still acting like this. Maybe they changed for a week, but then they still were acting the exact same way. And it really wasn't resonating with me in my life. It was not good for me. And then 2 months would roll around again and I still wouldn't make a change. So I encourage you to stop hoping for change and start looking at reality, exactly of who they are. Number 2. Having someone in your life shouldn't feel like you're walking on eggshells. I've had friends and also partnerships where I felt like when they were in the room, I felt so anxious, so stressed, and so pressured. And that is not how you're supposed to feel with friends. You should be able to be yourself around them. And if you feel like you're walking on eggshells, or you feel like something's going to come out of your mouth that's going to offend them and then they're going to lose it on you, then they're not someone you should have in your life, whether it's a family member, friend, or partnership. Number 3. You feel like you're not yourself anymore. You're saying and doing things that you normally wouldn't do. To add on to this one, sometimes I'd be with my friends and then we would be catching up and they're like, hey, why are you dressed like that? That's not something you would normally wear. And I'm like, oh, so-and-so doesn't like it when I wear this, or you know what I mean? You start changing your identity and who you are. So maybe having that person in your life isn't actually benefiting you. Number 4. You start neglecting your own hobbies and your beliefs and your opinions just to match theirs, because you know that it's going to be a huge argument, or they're going to disagree with you if you state your own opinion. That's not healthy. That's not how a conversation works. If they can't handle your opinion, then they should also be stating theirs. So I don't think that being with somebody, or being even in a friendship, or with a family member that completely doesn't see your side of things but talks all the time, but then doesn't allow you to state your opinion and doesn't respect your opinion even though you've listened to theirs, that's not a healthy relationship with anybody. And number 5, when you're away from this person, you feel peace, but when you're with them, you feel pressure. You feel pressure to keep up to who they are and what they're talking about, and maybe even dress like them and act like them, talk like them, whatever it is. That is not healthy either, and that's how I learned it was time to let go, because I felt like I was losing my identity. And also, when I was without this person, I felt so much more peaceful, and I felt like I could be my true self. And then when they were around, I felt like the pressure was on. I had to perform in a certain way, otherwise they might not approve of me. That is not exactly how it's supposed to be when you're with the person that you should feel safe with, which is everyone in your life. Remember, not everyone's meant to be around you at all periods of your life, and sometimes you have to let go of people that don't align with you, and that's okay. So those are 5 things I learned when it was time to let go of someone. Let me know in the comments if you have anything else to add, or if you feel like there's something that I missed. I would love to hear it, as per usual. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you.